Recorded Books presents Intergalactic Rookie by Richard Wines. Narrated by Ramón de Ocampo. Chapter 1. Tal stood in the river's fast current, foam streaming around his waist. He braced on one foot and searched the bottom with the other. A wad of fabric, a rock, a plastic bottle. All worthless. They called the place the Mine, a canyon running through the Guatemala City landfill where at least 50 miners searched for scrap to sell to salvage traders. The constant hum of anti-grav cyclotrons echoed down from the gully rim where waste management hovercrafts emptied their loads. 3 years, and Tal still hated the stench, a disgusting combo of urine, mold, and rotting death. Pablo stirred the riverbed with his shovel a step upstream.
There ought to be a hole right here.
Short and squatty, with wrinkled brown skin, Pablo looked like a raisin. He was the shoveler, the one who dug and let the water carry away lighter stuff. Tal was the feeler, the one who used his toes to sense for anything valuable left behind. Tal shook his bulging pockets. "I'm almost full already."
The blessing of spring rain makes us rich men.
Pablo smiled and showed off a mouthful of half-missing yellow teeth. Nana always told him to get a real job, but at 19, without any school beyond the mandatory holovids, Tal made more in a day working the mine than he could in a week at the biofab plants or nanofactories. 2 kids held a mock fight on a low bank of trash downstream. A scrawny girl, about 8, with a plastic pipe, fended off a shirtless boy who swung a rock at the end of a string.
"I hit you," the boy shouted. "You're in rigor." "No way."
The girl poked the boy in the chest with her pipe.
"Now you're in rigor." "I'm not. Everybody knows Ambrose wears a breastplate."
Pablo's grin grew even broader.
"Couple of young Tals over there. Maybe they'll be on the vids like you someday."
Do we have to talk about Battle Quest? Everyone's playing in the Central American Championship tonight but me. Tal stretched out his foot in another search. A board. A glass bottle. The approaching match had been nagging at him all day, like one of those dreams where you kept trying to get somewhere but could never arrive. No matter how many ways he imagined making it work, after feeding Nana and his 2 sisters, he couldn't come up with the entry fee. Pablo's face turned serious.
"I catch the vids every time you're on, you know. Course, I don't got one of them fancy eye implants or nothing. I have to watch on an old holoscreen."
Beyond the bottle, Tal's foot sifted through some slimy dirt.
"You'd have won your last match without that troll-licking wizard Magnus on your team,"
Pablo said. A familiar ache struck Tal like a fist to the gut. He'd heard the same thing from the guys at the cantina, a random bio-implant salesman, and the ladies in Nana's quilting club. With Pablo's critique, his Battle Quest career had officially reached lower than this piss-smelling mine. I hope your money was on someone else. We lasted about as long as a goblin against a pit fiend.
"My money's always on you, compadre."
Pablo stirred the dirt below Tal's foot.
"Why don't you try solo?"
Tal snorted. "Magnus pays the entry. I can't even play without him." Pablo leaned on his shovel.
"Any team with half a brain would take you. I'm telling you, you're the best player in all of Guatemala. Even my Ruby says so, and she can't see but out of one eye. You need to be playing full time. Why are you working this crunk hole?"
Tal grunted, but didn't say anything. Nobody outside the game understood the costs. His foot found the corner of something smooth and cool. Metal, maybe half a meter wide. He wrapped his toes around an edge and pulled. His toes were almost as good at grabbing as his fingers. They kept their grip while he reached down and jerked the thing out of the water. An old-fashioned frying pan, complete with handle, corroded and black and covered in muck. Definitely iron or steel, and much heavier than modern nanotube composite. It would sell for a decent price, maybe 10 or 12 credits. A good...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?